Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
New on Curiosity Stream. With superior armies comes superior weapons. How has innovation mechanized the battlefield? From bullets to battleships and everything in between. It's machinery of warfare. Plus, from the gross to the gourmet. See how that in-flight meal lands on your tray table. On secrets of your airline food. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. I don't know if we need this, but somebody decided to take the Smashing Pumpkins hit song "Bullet with Butterfly Wings" and really mashing it up with an 80s soft rock pop song. And they took Billy Corgan's raw vocals and created new music for him to sing over.
The world is a vampire. Set to drain.
Yes, we needed this.
Yeah.
I kind of love it.
Hold you up to the flame.
How does this work?
And what do I get?
I mean, it's heaven sent.
Yeah.
My pain.
I want to marry this song.
Yeah.
So bad, I love it.
And a piece of a game.
Yeah, it does. It works.
Here comes the chorus.
All right. Okay.
Wow.
That was amazing.
Can that guy do more of these?
Yeah, they need to do more of these.
I would have never guessed that would work with that.
And you're not a big fan of 80s music. To me, it was like back in my 20s, man. That would have worked perfectly. That would have been a hit.
It's just weird hearing Billy Corgan's voice over that. Some would say some of their more recent stuff is on that quality of, but that song is such like an aggressive sounding song. To hear it with such a cheesy music bed is so funny.
Yeah, if we hadn't heard different versions of different songs we know done, intentionally by artists that are just very different than the original, I wouldn't be as surprised at how much I liked it because, there are some versions of songs that are completely different. I'm like, that works. And I feel like that actually in its own way would work.
Yeah. It almost feels like a weird, intro song for a sitcom back in the 80s.
Totally.
Yeah. Like a really bad sitcom too.
Well, in the 80s, there were a lot of really bad sitcoms.
Oh, so. Bite your tongue. There's only a couple.
Only a couple. Oh, all right, yeah.
So somebody says that sounds like I should be dancing at prom to that song.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah.
So whoever did that decided they found, because on YouTube you could find isolated vocal tracks to so many things. It's kind of cool to be able to hear what the singer sounds like without the backing tracks or the music. So they found the vocals and then they just created their own music to it. I feel like this person can do this with everything.
Well, and we've seen this. Kid Rock's All Summer Long. He just basically came up with new lyrics to throw over the Werewolves of London. Basically, is all it was from Warren Zevon. So there are songs that really could fit with a whole different set of music, or it makes sense to me. I'm not musically inclined enough to know how to do it, but it does work in certain cases. If you told me somebody could do like a poppy or like Werewolves of London, I would never believed it. And then, Kid Rock comes out with a hit song.
God bless Kid Rock.
Well, somebody has to, because he's losing it. Yeah, he's losing it. Somebody needs to bless that
this
man.
guy's name is Martin or Martigen, however, and he does like 80s remixes of a ton of songs.
Whoa.
Green Day's Basket Case.
Ooh.
Oh, we have got to play some of these in the future.
Ooh, Papa Roach's Last Resort. I don't know if I could find one of these, but the Freak on a Leash by Korn.
Whoa.
My weekend, can we just take tomorrow off? Because my weekend is planned.
Yeah, you've got an entire playlist.
Oh, dude, it just keeps going. Weezer, he also does. Metallica.
Whoa. Wow.
This is I'm going to play at my next party after coronavirus is over. I'm just going to play, and everyone's just going to be dancing.
And then that'd be a weird moment where you're like, this song is so cheesy, but it sounds familiar. And then it takes like that second when you're drunk to like connect that. Wait a second, that's a Smashing Pumpkins song set to an 80s like crap.
Are these all on YouTube? Because if they are, because I have YouTube Music. That's how I listen to my music. I'm going to be able to throw this right into my playlists.
Rev, have you found one?
I found Freak on a Leash.
Yeah.
So this is Korn. Let's do this.
This is the 80s remix of Korn's Freak on a Leash.
Now, today's April Fool's Day. If we were really forward thinking, we would just replace all of our songs with these versions and just see how people react to it.
That is a brilliant idea.
We saw this a day late.
This is a brilliant idea. Well, you know what? It's not too early to plan for next year.
Yes. Put it in the calendar. Foreshadowing for all the listeners right now. They'll be in on the joke. Next year, we're playing these songs for April Fools.
Yep.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Just
you
remind
wonder.
me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's Well, you wonder how long it will take before we just start getting people just out of their minds.
Maybe like an hour. And that's about it. So like 3 or 4 songs.
I don't think I want to do it this year anyway. Let's do it when next year everything's supposedly a little bit more back to normal, because I think people are on their last nerve as it is.
That's a good point. Next year it'll be more celebratory. Maybe we all get a hotel room. We just drink all morning so we can really enjoy this.
Okay, this is turning into a party. All right.
It's our
absinthe drinking party. Okay.
Absinthe April Fools.
I've always wanted an absinthe 80s themed April Fool's party.
All right.
I do remember, Steve. I remember we shared a lot of work lunches where you said, guys, can we please have an absinthe themed 80s version party? I mean, you're right. You know what? And you were never listened to, but maybe this time, finally.
Oh, yeah. Vicky looked at me like, really? You've always wanted that?
I wouldn't put it past you.
Wow, I thought I was gullible.
Yeah, Vicky, I thought you knew me.
I do. That does sound like something you would want.
That's actually true.
That's very true, actually. Yeah.
All right, then. Well, you're going to get it, Steve.
Thanks, BJ. Taking out of context, that sounds weird.
You're going to get it, brother.
He's going to give it to you.
Okay. Well, there you go. I think it's been decided. We got a boy that was able to save his choking sister's life, all thanks to John Cena. Steve will tell you. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
New on Curiosity Stream. Deformed trees, mutated wildlife, and no humans for miles. 10 years after the disaster at Fukushima, see what this irradiated ecosystem can teach us about nuclear fallout on Radioactive Forest. Plus, looking for the most diverse marine life on the planet? Dive into the Coral Triangle and experience a frenzy of wildlife you've got to see to believe on nature's greatest secret. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
$20 million, $19 million. $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. An Odyssey station. That's right, man. You remember radio.com? Well, forget it, okay? Forget it. Because radio...
Whoa.
Yeah, done. We never liked them anyway. You know why?
Oh, dang.
They would never take us anywhere.
Yeah, we ghosted them.
Yeah. You know, I always just say, hey, radio.com, how come you don't take me anywhere? And it's like, I'm too busy. Well, you know what? Odyssey will take me anywhere I want to go. You know what, man? If I want to go get some music, Odyssey will take me there. If I want news, Odyssey, sports, Odyssey, podcasts, yeah, you know what I'm going to do. So forget radio.com. Remember Odyssey. Now, if you already had the app, don't worry about it. It's already changed. So if you look at it and go, hey, what's this orange Odyssey? What the heck is that? That is Odyssey. Some really cool stuff there. AUDACY. If you haven't downloaded the Odyssey app, do it because that's how you're going to hear us and hear all sorts of cool things. Odyssey, AUDACY. Available at your App Store, your Google Plays, and whatever else you got to do.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Kia Puyol for giving us the Migs Report. Today is a day that's going to annoy a lot of people, maybe make some people laugh, but you know what? It is what it is. Today is National Burrito Day.
Oh,
yeah. It's also April Fool's Day. But
okay, fine. I like National Burrito Day instead, man.
Yeah, today's the day to enjoy a good burrito. I've been enjoying the burrito bowls recently, I got to tell you. At Chipotle, that's my jam.
What meat do you get?
The carne asada, of course.
Hell yeah.
Barbacoa for me, man.
Steve, you're way too excited about that.
I am, dude. And I've gone to other places. I get the burrito bowl and I try it. And I'm like, that's good. It's no Chipotle.
Right?
So good.
Well, Chipotle is known about burritos. I mean, they've had the burrito technology for a long time, and I got to be thinking...
The burrito technology?
They've had it for a long time. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, when you think of a good burrito, you think of Chipotle. So if they just take off the carb part of it, you got to be thinking the insides have always been good.
And, I know I like all their salsas, and it's not like... But the corn salsa, man, I could drink that.
Yeah, that corn salsa is so good. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I now I'm starting to get at a Steve level of enthusiastic
That's
about this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Chipotle, you've done good work. Congratulations. Enjoy yourself a burrito today. Maybe it's at Chipotle, maybe it's at whatever place that you enjoy your burritos, but enjoy a burrito and try not to choke on it.
Pardon me?
Well, I bring that up because actually a kid had to save his sister's life because she was choking on a chicken nugget, though, not a burrito.
Wow.
A chicken nugget. That's scary.
Yeah.
The kid's 8 years old. His name is Jackson. He lives in Pennsylvania. He was in the backseat of his dad's car when his 20-month-old baby sister, Layla, was choking on a chicken nugget.
Oh, damn.
And how about he saved his sister's life? And here he is talking about it.
I noticed she was trying to choke a chicken nugget from McDonald's, and I told my dad to pull over. Then I was starting to pat her back, and it got out.
That kid's awesome.
Right?
First, he knows how to tell a good story. He gives us all the details. He told us exactly where the nugget was from.
Right, a little product placement. I bet McDonald's paid him for that. No, I'm kidding. But how about this? So you're like, well, that's pretty quick thinking on Jackson's part. He figured out how to help his little sister from choking. He learned it because of the man, the myth, the legend. You can't see him sometimes, but you saw him in this situation. That's John Cena. And it has nothing to do with his wrestling. It actually has to do with a television show I never even heard of.
It's called The Substitute on Nickelodeon. And on the very first episode, John Cena was on it. And he showed, how to save somebody when they're choking.
Wow.
Vicky's showing me the video of John Cena. He's all made up to look like he's got long hair, a beard, and a big old gut.
Yeah, he looks like an old professor-y kind of guy.
He looks like Fat Thor.
Yeah.
He does.
Oh, and he teaches kids how to... Wow. I should maybe start watching this show so I can save people's lives. What's it called? Right. The Substitute? Is he a substitute teacher? Is that the whole point?
Oh, that's a really cool idea, and you don't know who it is because they got them all dressed up incognito.
Yeah, apparently it's a hidden camera prank show where John Cena is transformed by a team of special effects artists to go undercover as a sub.
Undercover teacher.
That's cool.
Yeah. I guess he wanted to be seen, so he has to go on.
Someone had to make him up.
Do they reveal? I imagine they got to reveal at the end who he is, right? So that the kids
Well, yeah, I mean, this kid knew it was John Cena, so I got to imagine that they say what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean reveal it to the actual kids in the room?
Yeah, that's really cool.
I'd imagine that they do. I'll have to check this show out. I knew John Cena was doing stuff on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, well, John Cena, apparently you can see him in a lot of places we never thought about.
And it's not just John Cena. They have a bunch of other people doing it as well.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's really funny.
That would be a short-lived show if it's just John Cena. All right, here is another guy. Or if John Cena just continues to get dressed up in different outfits.
Well, Steve will watch exactly one episode.
Yeah, I was going to watch the entire season. Now I'm just going to watch the episode that John Cena's in. I don't care about anyone else. This is stupid.
I have a feeling this episode will be one of Baby Tatum's favorite episodes ever.
All right, I want to talk about this guy from Louisiana who is a quick thinker, even though he's a meth head, but he's a quick thinker, BJ.
Yes.
He was pulled over because he was having some issues on the streets at 4 a.m. He was hitting some things with a large stick, so the cops showed up. They patted him down for other weapons, and they found a plastic Walmart bag in his pocket with clear crystal powder in it.
Oh, there we go.
It was meth, but he told him it was not meth, that it was his salt treatment for his ingrown toenail.
Oh, right.
All right.
Yeah. You can also just say you just had dental surgery and you need a salt bath, like a warm salt and saline mixture. Use that excuse, too.
Look, ingrown toenails are no joke, but that's
why I need a salt bath, dude. I mean, come on.
Very good point. And he's not the only idiot that's in the news. There's another guy that was stealing some cars. He showed up to court with one of those stolen cars because that's exactly what you do. His name is Mark. He had a court appearance last week, and he was driving one of the stolen cars. So, of course, he got in trouble for all the other issues that he was having, but on top of it, also showing up with a stolen car, added that onto his list of things that he's in trouble with.
So he didn't at least say, I'm giving this back. Would you show some lenience? Here's one of the... He didn't even do that. He just drove up in the stolen car. Okay, buddy.
I mean, public transportation's a pain in the ass, so it's easier just to steal a car, I guess.
Oh, that is a good point.
Hey, exciting news for us Seahawk fans.
Yeah, what's going on?
Did you hear the good news? Tyler Lockett back with the team. Not that he was going anywhere, but they've restructured his deal, 4-year contract extension. I think it was like $69 million. Nice. Over 4 years. $37 million of it is guaranteed.
He deserves it.
Yeah, his contract was set to expire after the season. He had a cap charge of just under $15 million. By restructuring it, it's also given them some more cap rooms because they moved some of the money around. So really good news for Seahawks fans because that guy's just so awesome. And he deserved it. You're absolutely right, man. He always shows up. He's just like this unassuming star on the team.
And he's, every time he does an interview, he's always positive. He just, you never see that guy complain about anything. At least I never have.
And it was funny because they showed somebody, I think it was DK Metcalf, had one like that meme of the two little kids running at each other and hugging. So he's pretty pumped about it too. It's a nice 1-2 combo punch for the Seahawks with him and DK Metcalf.
And DK, I think really there's another good mentor for DK because he's still, even though DK is this monster of a guy and he just appears to be older than he is, DK is a young dude and can learn a lot from the Russells and from the Tylers of the world, I think, on how to have a little bit more poise and, hopefully how to catch the ball a little bit more in certain situations.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, there's definitely a couple of instances where we're like, ugh. You forget that he is also a very young player, so that's pretty cool. And also, they extended the deal for Gabe Jackson, that offensive lineman that they just picked up from the Raiders. They've locked him in for an extra year as well. So that's good news for the Seahawks tonight. Though, big things going on, BJ, in the world of sports.
Yeah, baby, it's opening day or night.
Seattle Mariners taking on the San Francisco Giants at T-Mobile Park. That game starts at 7 o'clock. If you want to watch the game, it's on Root Sports. Limited seats are going to be happening at the game. I think they're sold out, though.
Sold out all weekend.
All the weekend.
All the weekend.
So I will tell you this. I would like to go on record, even though I know nothing because I haven't followed them in spring training, but I would like to go on record to say that the Mariners are going to have a decent season, even though some pundits don't believe so.
I hope you're right, man. It'd be nice to see a winning season from the Mariners.
Yeah, I mean, look, pitching, it's about everything, no doubt about it. Pitching is big in this game, but I really like this is the kind of team I wanted them to build years ago. Just players that could field, players that could run, not necessarily giant home run hitters, but just, guys built for, our place. And I think that they're on the right track with this.
Well, good luck to the Mariners tonight. We can watch that game at 7 o'clock on Root Sports. As far as weather, 55 degrees and cloudy. That's the Mix report, and that's what's up.
Update.
Uh-oh.
Nikki Bella and Brie Bella are on the substitute show as well.
Whoa!
So there's at least a couple wrestlers.
Yeah.
That's the information I need in my life, Danny. Thank you.
You're welcome. I know that you were out. Now you could be back in.
For 2 episodes.
Okay.
Now, how do they dress them up, I wonder, to disguise them as just regular substitute teachers?
So one of the twins is feeding the other one what to say and what to do. The other one is dressed up as a substitute teacher who has her sister's wedding to go to, so she's wearing her bridesmaid's dress and brought in the cake.
Oh, that's hysterical. And she's got this great sort of like a curly yellow, yellow hair curly wig on. Mm-hmm. It looks very 80s.
But BJ, we have big news. I think this is the sign that the world is starting to heal and get better. I don't know if you noticed in our kitchen, but our vending machine is fully stocked once again.
Nature is healing.
It's been a year.
It has been so long since that vending machine's been filled. I totally didn't even notice that. Thank you for letting me know.
I walked by it and I legit said out loud, "What the F?" I was so excited.
I had heard rumors.
I sent pictures to Danny and Vicky. I forgot to send them to you, Steve. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I took a picture and sent it to my wife, and I didn't send it to you guys. So sorry. She's like, "Why do I need this information?" I'm like, "Look, babe."
Is it funny that the minute I saw that, the only thing I thought was, "Wow, Steve can make another sun chip video because the sun chips are back."
That is true. Or we could even move and pivot, as they like to say in the business world, to a different chip like the Boom Chicka Pop, BJ, that you love so much.
Oh yeah, well that was a good move putting that in there.
And Rev has confirmed there are M&Ms in there.
Yes, they got the
of course.
peanut
Well, there you go.
M&Ms.
That's all I need. Boom Chicka Pop and M&Ms. It's a party.
It's big news. Big news today. I should have started
big
with that
news
story.
today.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Love that news. Yeah. I heard there was a gentleman by the name of Rev who broke Steve's rule and watched a big movie not on the weekend.
He didn't break any rules. He would have broke my rule for myself. I didn't say anyone else has to live by my. I'm not like you, BJ. I don't have people living by my rules. My rule is I don't watch movies until the weekend. You guys can do whatever the F you want.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah. All right, so the big premiere of Godzilla vs. Kong happened yesterday on HBO Max, as well as it was in theaters too, and will still be in theaters.
Yeah.
So Rev, what'd you think?
You know what? I did watch it at home on HBO Max.
Come on.
But to be perfectly honest, this movie absolutely 100% needs to be seen in a theater. This is the coolest, just most bombastic, amazing monster fight movie I've seen in a long time.
Oh, you make me happy to hear that.
It has probably the flimsiest plot ever for the human characters, but who cares? It's Godzilla beating up Kong. It's so cool.
See, my fear was that it was going to be the other way around. They were going to try and be all artsy-fartsy like an Ang Lee movie, and then eventually you finally get them maybe a quick little slap fight. I'm glad that it's just a straight-on, just brawl.
There are so many fights in this, and I'm not going to give anything away at all, but it is so cool. There's so many times where the wife and I were literally cheering in our house. Our cats didn't know what the hell we were doing, but we're cheering at this movie because of the fight scenes. It's beautiful. Watching a giant dinosaur and a giant ape beating the crap out of each other was pretty.
Yeah, I can't disagree with Rev. Obviously in a movie like that, there's only so many minutes you can give on screen to a fight screen. And I watched a review by Jeremy Johns, who does a lot of great reviews, and he's a local boy as well. And I think he was spot on. He's like, every one of these movies, unfortunately, you got to have humans in the movies, and most of the time you don't care about the humans. You really just care. Yeah. But I think they were smart. They put Millie Bobby Brown in there. Rev, I don't know if you recognized her New Zealand or Australian buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was great to see him. So there's a dude from the Deadpool 2 movie in there that you'll look and you go, who is that guy? Who is that guy? And then you'll realize, oh, that's the Deadpool kid. All right,
that's right. I forgot he was in Deadpool. I knew him from a movie done by Taika Waititi called Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah, I heard that's a really good movie.
What language are you guys talking right now?
It's not human, my friend.
It's New Zealand, sir.
Yeah, they're losing me. Let's talk more about monsters and apes, man.
Oh, yeah. So Millie Bobby Brown's in it, and it's funny because they get into this whole like mythos of like Kong's home, and it is so like it's literally stupid. It's so stupid, but I love it. Like it's so much fun, and as long as you just accept that like there's like a hollow Earth, you're going to be okay with it. It's fun.
And Jeremy Johns pointed out, and I agree with him. I mean, we have watched movies called Journey to the Center of the Earth. So, it didn't, and it was kind of like that in a way. Part of the movie was like, oh, all right, well, Journey to the Center of the Earth.
If anyone's complaining about the believability of a movie that involves a giant dragon fighting a giant ape, they need to just shut up.
Right?
I mean, seriously.
Well, people will, dude.
It is so true. There are people who think they know science who have been complaining about other things, other movies, other TV shows, when those other movies and TV shows literally do have scientists working for them to try to come up with a way to make something believable based on today's science. And yet still, you can't make these people happy.
Dude, it's not Platoon. Yeah. We're watching a movie called Godzilla versus Kong. Why are we questioning the believability at that point?
And even if you love Godzilla or Kong, whichever team you're on, you're going to enjoy because both of them get their chance to shine, and the destruction is massive.
Yeah, it is really amazing. And like Rev said, if you can see it on the big screen, I was watching this myself going, oh boy, I know this would be amazing at the theater.
Straight up, yeah.
But it's enjoyable. I mean, I watched that and I really enjoyed myself. And I like Millie Bobby Brown. Also, there's another actor, a little kid in the movie who is precious as all hell. Mm-hmm. And also this kid, I think, will probably be a nice sort of empowerment figure for a group of people that she represents. And that's all I'm going to leave it at that. And so I think all in all, very well done. I think it deserves its Rotten Tomato rating. And
what's the rating again?
80%.
Nice.
Yeah. There's no user score yet.
It's
we have two. We're 2 for 2.
So we're 100%.
Yeah. So
users now are at 95%.
Oh.
Yeah.
Refresh your computer, Danny.
Yeah. Not surprised. It was a lot of fun, and like Rev said, man, it might be one of the best sort of kaiju monster movies that I've seen. I put it up there with the first Pacific Rim. With how good it was.
I agree with that. Now I want to go back and watch more Godzilla and Kong movies. I want to watch Skull Island. I want to watch the newest Godzilla movie because apparently there's a whole MonsterVerse thing that works with all of this. So now I need to get into that.
The last Godzilla one was really cool. I enjoyed that one.
You got Samuel L. Jackson and King Kong. I mean, come on. In the last Kong movie. I mean, seriously, you got to go watch that. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
What are the strips of tissue which connect bones together called?
Kleenex.
No.
Ligament.
Yes.
Ligament.
Calling now for a shot at beating Steve. 206-421-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 650 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I owe a lot of back taxes. Can bankruptcy help me?
Bankruptcy can discharge back taxes under certain circumstances. Some types of taxes are never dischargeable, like if you have taxes from an employee, if you ran a business and didn't pay employee taxes or sales taxes. Those types of taxes cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. However, most people don't have those kind of taxes. Most people have just regular income taxes. If you owe income taxes and you filed your tax returns but just weren't able to pay the taxes, if the taxes are more than 3 years old and you filed the tax returns, those types of taxes can be discharged in bankruptcy in most circumstances, especially through a Chapter 13 case.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.